Picture this. A man once greeted by adoring fans and flashing cameras now shuffles through dank, echoing prison halls, unrecognizable, broken, and utterly alone. Can you imagine the terror of waking each day knowing you're the target, the outcast, the one everyone wants to see fall? This is the chilling new reality for Rick Harrison, whose meteoric rise as a TV icon has been shattered by a scandal so massive, it's hard to believe it's real. But what really happens to a celebrity when the spotlight turns to the cold glare of justice? And why do so many wish for his suffering, not redemption? If you're hungry to uncover the darkest corners of this story, hit subscribe now, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Rick Harrison's world collapsed faster than anyone could have predicted. One moment, he was a Las Vegas legend. The next, he was just another inmate, stripped of fame, friends, and even his name. Gone were the joking negotiations and the glint of rare coins. In their place were chains, slamming doors, and a silence so suffocating you could feel it in your bones. How does a man so used to power adapt to being powerless? And can anyone ever truly pay for crimes as shocking as his? If you think prison is about serving time, think again. For Rick, every hour is a nightmare where each face in the crowd is another potential threat. Every meal a gauntlet. Every guard's glance a reminder that he's fallen from grace. The violence began before he even reached his cell. Not a punch thrown in anger, but a system's cold intent to make an example out of him. Rumors flew like wildfire. What would happen to the man who once appraised treasures but now had nothing to offer? In these grim halls, fame doesn't buy you safety. It paints a target on your back. Rick's first night broke whatever illusions he still clung to. Mocked, spat on, and robbed of dignity, he wondered, was this justice, or just vengeance dressed in prison blues? And why does a fallen celebrity become a symbol, not of hope, but of scorn? If you were in his shoes, could you survive the constant humiliation, the threats whispered in the dark, the certainty that every day might be your last? Rick's old skills, charm, negotiation, wit, were worthless here. The guards, once perhaps fans, now seemed to relish his downfall. The inmates, many victims of men like him, saw him as a trophy. How much pain can one man endure before he breaks? And is there any redemption for someone who has lost everything, even his own reflection? The brutality intensified. Beatings in the showers, food hurled instead of handed, laughter echoing after every fresh humiliation. Then, one day, a secret recording surfaced, a video showing Rick at his lowest, battered and weeping, mocked by those who once watched him on TV. The footage spread like poison through the prison, erasing any last shred of dignity he possessed. Can you imagine what it feels like to become entertainment for the very people who despise you? Outside, life moved on. Rick's empire crumbled. Billboards vanished overnight. Merchandise was trashed. His show was deleted from schedules. His name whispered only in outrage or disgust. Former friends, desperate to escape the fallout, disavowed him. Is it possible to come back from such disgrace? Or does society delight in watching its idols burn? During the trial, the evidence was overwhelming: money laundering, human trafficking, a trail of suffering masked by glitz and clever deals. Victims' stories painted Rick not as a shrewd businessman, but as a predator hiding in plain sight. The verdict: swift, unanimous, merciless. Prison became not just a punishment, but a purgatory with no escape. Now, Rick Harrison is no longer a celebrity, not even a man with a story to tell, just inmate 47329B, locked in a battle for survival. Every day, he faces new threats, new humiliations, and the relentless knowledge that he built his own cage. Is this the price of greed? Or is it simply the fate of those who fly too close to the sun? And as rumors swirl about his chances of survival, the question lingers: will Rick Harrison's legacy be one of redemption, or a cautionary tale of a king who lost it all? If you're as shocked as we are by this twisted tale from fame to infamy, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. There are more secrets to uncover, and you won't want to miss what's next.